guys and gals, Never here from Drake Wing Game, and a me on Twitter, The Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you on a Let's Play episode of Violet Memoir, Oscar's Path. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. At least I'm not late this time. Ah, but you looked real cute all frazzled like that. You think? Yeah, I mean it too. I'm not just being flirty, you know. You're a real handsome guy. Thanks, but you're starting to sound like my mom. Sounds like she's got good taste. We should probably go, right? Oh yeah, come on, I know a shortcut. Things didn't stay awkward for long. We were barely a minute into walking before Oscar got right back to talking. He still kept his distance from me, but I didn't feel as noticeable with both of us laughing. Before we knew it, we'd arrived at the campus bar, though it's significantly less packed than it was before. That doesn't mean it's entirely empty, though. There's still a few tables filled with people eating food. There's so many people here. I didn't think people would be at a bar this early. Something about what I said causes Oscar to burst into a fit of laughter, and I can't help but feel like I made a fool of myself. Nah, unless you wanted to get trashed this early. This place isn't just a bar, it's also a restaurant, too. It isn't just bar food. I didn't know a bar could also be a restaurant. Did your parents never take you to one? My parents used to take us to one all the time. It was a lot of fun, you know. My parents wouldn't take us too often. They were too busy with work for it. But the times we did go out, we just went to a normal restaurant. Whoa, that's fancy. Not really. We barely ever went out. It was mostly my brother and me making dinner. My parents are rarely home after all, so when we did go out, they wanted to make it something special. Well, I guess we gotta make this special too, huh? He gives me a little bump on the shoulder. It's not like his usual bouts of affection, but I'll take what I can get. He still brings a smile to my face. Come on, let's see who's here. Maybe we're the first ones to arrive. Wouldn't that be sick? Except, of course, we aren't. Sitting in one of the booths is Lucas, who looks to be reading a book by himself. There's no sign of anyone else we know at the bar either. A part of me kind of hoped that we'd see Nathan or one of his friends floating around the bar somewhere. I'd have even been excited to see Wilf just so I could ask him some questions. There's something about him that intrigues me. But there isn't. The others haven't arrived yet, though I guess that makes sense. We're still 20 minutes early, but I had expected to see someone floating around. Come on now, little dude. You look like you're about to walk into a chair. Oscar gives me a little shove forward with his tail, just like he did the day we met, and I'm forced to bring my attention back to reality. We cross the room to the booths. It's a lot easier than it was the other night. Without all the people in the way, it's a whole different experience. I think I'd like to come back here some more. Something about the place seems friendly. No wonder Nathan and Oscar like it here so much. Lucas's ears perk up before we're able to get remotely close, and he looks over to us with a curious tilt to his head. I didn't expect to see you two so soon. I was certain Lily would show up first. Maybe she didn't maybe since she didn't organize it for once, she felt like she didn't have to be here so early. Maybe. Well, we're still here before the party. Can't say I'm used to that. Usually things are already loud and I'm just arriving to give it a boost. Lucas looks over at Oscar like he's inspecting a piece of jewelry for any damage, but he must be satisfied with what he finds because his attention returns back to the book he's reading. What are you reading? Just some fantasy book, you wouldn't know it. I know he doesn't mean anything bad by it, but it doesn't mean it doesn't sting just a little bit. But it's best if I don't bring that up with him. It'll only make him feel bad. You're looking like you're doing good today, Oscar. I think, anyway. I'm not the best at telling. Don't stress about me, Grumpy. I'm doing more than okay. In fact, today's been a great day. He gives the two of us one of his gigantic smiles, but it doesn't hit as hard as it used to. After a full day of receiving them only for things to end up like they did last night, it's hard to trust a simple smile. Do you know when the others will arrive? Lily said her dad was dropping her off on campus soon, and I haven't heard from Lee since last night. And you didn't check up on him? No. Why would I? He'll get back to me if he needs to. Both Oscar and I meet eyes before shrugging and letting it slide. We walk to sit in the booth, and I go to take the empty space across from Lucas, but I'm stopped by a hand on my hips. Hey man, do you think you could sit next to Lucas? I think being pressed up against you isn't the best idea. Oh, yeah, you're probably right. Sorry. Don't be sad, dude. This is my fault. Is this about last night? Yeah, can you do me a favor, Lucas? Sure. Could you keep some of the details about last night private? I don't remember exactly what I told you, but it's a bit personal between us. Fine. It wasn't anything important for me to tell them anyway. Other than I know shit went down and you needed some help. It's nothing special. Thanks for helping Wallace. You're a really cool guy. It's really nothing serious. Still, thanks, man. Sure. If you need anything, you can just ask me. Or someone else, I'm sure they'd help. Lily's better at this than I am. Nah, I think you're doing a pretty great job. Maybe I'll give you a call. Lily seems like she's got a lot on her plate already. You will? Why? Why not? We're friends, aren't we? I like to think we are. I'm not used to having many friends, and frankly, you're very cruel, but I do enjoy your company sometimes. Thanks, Lucas. Yeah, whatever. Just sit down already. People are starting to stare. Sorry! Don't worry, they're probably just staring at me. I have a bad habit of catching people's attention. I mean, when do you see guys this big? I don't care. Just sit down. Even though I know I should have since it's at Lucas's dismay, I still can't stop from chuckling. A chuckle from slipping out, and the way Oscar's grin widens and his eyes light up is more than telling of what he's feeling. Things went smoothly for the next 10 minutes, mostly with Oscar trying to talk to us both while Lucas bites back and there's a friendlier vibe between them than there's been before. I think what happened with Oscar last night really softened Lucas up to Oscar, though maybe my terror that I had last night might have influenced him too. Second, y'all. Water time. Alright, guys and gals, and we are back. Let's go ahead and jump back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. I think. 1 second, y'all. Yeah, sorry about that. I was right. Yeah, okay, let's go. Alright. Sometimes the two of them get a little out of hand and I'm forced to step in, but it never gets anywhere bad. This continued until a pair of familiar faces walk through the door as Lily and Lee come over to us, though it's more Lily dragging Lee in excitement. Jesus, you don't have to rip my arm off. You can see I'm fine. You can see they're fine. Come on, it's not that bad. Plus, we got here faster, didn't we? Sounds like everything worked out in the end. Fine. Lily lets go of his arm, which he subtly tries to rub, though he doesn't do a particularly great job at hiding it. How strong is she? Sounds like you two had a fun time. Did you two come over together? Yep. Lee's place is on the way from my house, so I decided to drop by. His sister's a lot of fun. If I knew you two were going to get that bad around each other, I wouldn't have let you meet her. Surely they couldn't have been that bad, right? What's the worst thing they could do? Lee doesn't answer that one, but the exhausted sigh he gives us is more than enough of a sign that things were, in fact, that bad. But Lily didn't waste any time sliding into the seat next to Oscar and grabbing his face like he's some kind of research subject. All of us look shocked, but none of us make any moves to stop her. Whoa, what's going on? I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the attention, but you're pretty close there. Are you okay? You worried us half to death when we heard about it. I'm fine. You really didn't need to... Ow! Hey! Stop! Why are you hitting me, dude? I might be all muscle, but that still stings. Why didn't you answer my calls, or any of our calls? Do you know how scary it is to have someone run out like you did, and then have them ignore your calls? He doesn't finish that sentence. Not that I blame him, just hearing those words from Lily is enough for bile to bubble in my throat, and I have to close my eyes to block everything out. Okay, so Lily said that, not Lucas. I didn't even think about what could have happened if I didn't find Oscar. But what if he did do something to himself? How could I have not thought of that? How did I not, after last time, how could I just... Hey, man, you okay? It isn't Oscar's words that pulled me out of it, but the feeling of his webbed hands surrounding my own. That familiar warmth feels soothing, and I can't stop myself from trying to grip back. I see him tense, and I worry he's going to pull away, but he doesn't. He even manages to give a smile, though I can still see the tension covering his body. And if all the eyes weren't on me, I bet everyone else would see it too. Except they're all staring at me. Lucas, in particular, looks very distressed. He's got his hands around my arm and his tail is wrapped around my waist. It's clear he's trying to comfort me as well. Lily and Lee look just as confused and worried. Both of them looked like they were ready to try to shake me out of it as well if the other two didn't beat them to it. You alright, kid? I'm fine. It's nothing. Just thinking about something else. Don't worry about it. That didn't look like it convinced anyone, but no one wants to call me out on it. The closest I get is Oscar, squeezing my hand tightly, as if trying to pump as much reassurance as he could between our fingers. Really, I'm fine. Last night was just a lot. It got me thinking about things. Things like that? In a clear attempt to lighten the mood, Lily gestures over to Oscar and my hands, which are still very publicly entangled together. The realization nearly makes me yank my hand away, but Oscar's holding on tight. But after a moment, he lets go and retreats back to his side of the table, and I immediately regret trying to pull away. I'm already missing the warmth that radiates from every part of him. Wallace, you're crying. I am? I lift my fingers to my eyes to feel the fur around it. He's right. It's totally damp. Crap, I'm sorry. It's okay. I know whenever I cried, my mom would wrap my tail around me until I felt better. I hope it helped. It did, Lucas. Thank you. He lingers for just a bit longer before pulling away, and even though I couldn't even tell his tail was wrapped around me, I immediately feel its absence. That doesn't stop Lily from leaning over the table, nearly knocking over the salt and pepper shakers in the middle. Lee is nowhere near as obvious, but it's still very clear that he's looking over to make sure I'm alright. I'm worried they're going to probe about it, but Lily just gives a sigh and falls back onto her seat, though she doesn't look particularly pleased with either me or Oscar. I really wish the two of you would have called us yesterday. I didn't like finding out about things from Lucas later. It was really scary. Sorry, I really didn't mean to piss you guys off. I just needed some space. It wasn't that serious. We both know it was that serious, and I should have done more than just let him walk away. No, thinking like that isn't a good idea. It'll only take me to dark places. Places I don't need to be in anymore. I have bigger things to worry about, like whatever's going on with Oscar, and I guess what's going on between the two of us. I don't think it's best to bring up with everyone yet. Hell, I don't even know where we truly stand. We're taking things slow, but we're not dating. It's complicated. While I've been lost in my thoughts, there's been a long silence suffocating the air around us until Lily breaks it with a sigh. I'm not here to yell at you guys or give a lecture. We're just worried, okay? Please don't scare us like that again. Save scary calls for when we've known each other for more than a week, okay? Alright, I'm actually going to pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I shall see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!